I guess that one of the important things is to realise that I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I actually started from the bottom and worked my way up in business to where I am today, and to what we've now got today. And I was actually a high school dropout. I got escorted home in fourth form by the principal. I think it's year 10 these days. Yeah. But anyway, that was what happened then. So I started off in the industry at Coles Supermarket. Worked my way up into a relief manager to a department manager and things like that. I got into the selling industry in selling cars in 1983. I actually applied at a real estate agency for a job in selling real estate, and they told me I didn't have any ability, so they obviously didn't know much at all. But
big loss there.
Yeah, they were a big loss there. So I started in the car industry, and my first month in the car industry, I sold 10 cars. Started on the 5th of August 1983. First month in, sold 10 cars, and I was away. And I got to tell you, the taste of selling 10 cars, and I did it with very little training and everything else, and I worked my way through. I worked my way up in the industry. Within a couple of years, or 3 years or whatever it was, the dealership was selling like 50 cars. There was 5 on the staff, and I was doing, late 20s to 30 cars in that. Worked my way up through a used car manager to a general manager. Then in 1989, I took the plunge and opened a used car operation up in Orange. We had started with 8 cars on the corner of Bathurst Road and Glenroy Avenue, and only just recently sold that site, but 8 cars on 800 square metre a block, and in the first month sold 30 cars. So that was on the way again, and we did all that, worked our way through.
And you were on your own that first month?
Yeah, on my own, yeah. So I had to work pretty hard, and there was, and I had some trials and tribulations as I went through as I was building this business up. And in 2000 I took on the first franchise, which was the Honda franchise. And then as we worked on in 2004 and 5, we took on a few more franchises. So that was my humble beginnings, and we just built the business up, built the turnover up. In the height of our used car business in the 89, so it was about the mid-90s or something. I think we're doing like 40 to 50 odd used cars a month, and really there was only one other dealer in town that was really humming with the used cars, and we were sort of neck and neck on our volume. So we did that. 2005 or late 2005, we actually moved out to purpose-built premises on the Bathurst Road, which was about 8,500 square metres. We had about 170 cars in stock, so it was a fair move from humble beginnings at the back of the beginnings. And then in 2009, we sold the business. The business was sold, and we moved on from there. So, over that time, I've had plenty of trials and tribulations. I've learned along the way, but I've also been very successful with what I've done, and that's what got us then to form Ian Parker Management Group, where we could go out and we could show what we've learned and instill that into dealers, and we can coach and mentor dealers that need help and and need some great advice and things.
Well, I don't share the exact same similar story, but I started in the motor industry in 2004. Just as a trainee salesperson. I then made my way up to a Honda sales manager. I think that was in 2005 or 6. And then Ian sold Ian Parker Motor Group, and we formed IPMG and went out to consulting. And I learned a lot by Ian's past experience. He instilled a lot of those values within me and within our sales team. And I thought we had so much to offer. The dealership network, and not that I'm saying that our business processes only work in dealerships, so they work through a lot of businesses.
Yeah, exactly. And when we formed, our first client was in the Hunter Valley.
Yeah.
We went to the Hunter Valley and spent, I think, about 6 months up there, offering some tips and strategies in that business, and I think we made a huge improvement on that business, and one of the testimonials is on our website, so go forward and have a look at that, of what we did for that. Then we spent some time in other dealerships, and so went into one dealership, and his dealership was absolutely fantastic. He runs a great dealership, but he just said, Ian, can you just tweak me a little bit? I just want to go to the next level, and we just put some systems in place and ideas in his dealership, and it was because the guy worked so hard in his business that when someone from the outside came in and looked at it, we looked at it from the outside, and he's gone, when I've said to him, I'll just do this and just do that, he's gone, hey, yeah, man, that's so simple. And it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not, it's just because they work so hard in it. So, you know, we can do so much for your business by just being on the outside looking in and offering some tips and strategies to take it to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what, some of the biggest problems and things that clients have gone through, and not only clients have gone through, I know that I went through when I was starting the business and working the business through, was systems and processes. Like, you know, and I had trials and tribulations, and we found some good systems and bad systems, but in the end we nailed our systems, we nailed our processes, so they became just part of the family and they were just there. That's how the business worked.
And we didn't second guess any of those, they were just part of our life there.
Well, we implemented them in Griffith from day one and everyone just followed it. And that was just where they were, and that's probably what took Griffith to where they did, Griffith and Leeton. The other thing that is a real bugbear, and I know it is for a lot of dealerships, whether you're in metro, whether you're in rural or whatever, is staff.
Oh, finding key staff is, paramount.
And the best way to find key staff is find staff with a great attitude, and then spend money on coaching, mentoring those staff. You know, that's the best way to do it, and grow your own. That's what you've got to do.
Absolutely, and we found that in Griffith. You know, it was hard attracting them, you know, to a place that was in the middle of nowhere. So, you know, we thought, okay, we've only got one choice here, and that's to grow our own.
And we did that. And how successful, and again, with some of the staff that we trained in Griffith, and they've gone on to do some great things. And again, you know, click on their testimonials below and they'll tell you, you know, how structure, process, systems, and a great team culture, what it did for them and what it did for their enjoyment and working in
absolutely.
the business.
And, you know, it also made me feel good about, you know, ourselves, you know, of what we could do with people, and by having structured coaching and training that we did every week without fail.
Exactly.
You know, it was just a great thing to see them move through that and succeed into other things.
But not only that, with all that systems and structure and process in place, they actually won a lot of individual awards, like community awards, and they also won awards for the dealership, like manufacturer awards, which were individual awards that those salespeople won because of what they achieved from following simple processes. The benefits of working with IPMG would be endless. We can offer so much for businesses, and it really depends on where the business is, what they want, and everything else. But we bring 35 years minimum experience in the motor industry into your business to help take your business to the next level.
Look, I don't think I think between both of us, I don't know whether there would be a question that we couldn't answer, or there wouldn't be a frustration that you and I haven't experienced. And look, you know, everyone still has those days of, do I really want to get up and go into the dealership today? You know, the staff frustrate you, you're dealing with finance companies, manufacturers, all those sort of things. We know what it's like, and, you know, dead set, sometimes you do want to kick the cat, but if you've got structured processes and systems in place, and you've got a good team and a good culture, and the staff support you, it can just mean so much.
It just makes it a lot easier.
For sure.
You know, we didn't walk into fantastic dealership at Ian Parker Motor Group. We didn't walk into fantastic business at Griffith and Leeton Motor Groups.
That's right.
They were places where we put our systems in place. We put our systems, our structures, our processes in place, and turned a dealership in receivership. I mean, we bought into that dealership with partners, but they weren't working partners. They were great partners. They weren't working partners. But we put that in place, our systems, our processes in place, and turned a dealership in receivership into a highly profitable, highly awarded dealership with manufacturers in a period of less than 5 years.
5 years. And it was just a great experience, because, you know, you think to yourself, okay, look, it worked in Orange and we put it, you know, in a few other dealerships, but let's start this one from scratch. Let's test all our processes.
Actually, we were behind zero when we started this. So we were below the zero mark. And
we were red.
But not only that, we went into other places after we sold Orange, and we were in there for 3 months, 6 months in different places, sometimes a day, sometimes a week or whatever. But this place, we had to be in there day in, day out for close to 5 years. So those systems had to work and stay working.
Absolutely.
And we had to prove they could work. And again, we proved it doesn't matter. If we get in there, we can set them up, and if you follow them, they'll work for you for the rest of your time you're in that dealership.
Yeah, but you've got to lead from the front, and you've got to understand how important they are in your business and lead your team and make them believe that they are the best thing for your business, and you'll just have endless success.
Absolutely. And look, we work with, our systems works with motor dealerships, machinery, agricultural dealerships, it works with boat dealerships, it works with cycle dealerships, it works with anything in dealerships, it works with businesses. Our systems are generic across the range. Our coaching, mentoring and leadership programs are generic across the range. So no matter what business you're in, no matter what you're doing, give us a call and let's see that what we offer can benefit your business and take your business to the next level, because I'm certainly that it can with what we've done and what we've done in the past. And if you're not sure about what we do, click on some of the testimonials below and have a listen to how excited they are about having us in their business. Some of the results that we've done over the time was, if you go through like Griffith and Leeton Motor Group, which we bought out a receivership, we turned that into a highly profitable, highly awarded dealership. What about the funny story about the dealer that we went into and we spent some time and helped his used car department, and we...
about the wholesaler?
Yeah.
So we rearranged his used car yard, because...
Flagged it, stickered it.
Yeah.
Fixed the forms up, got the place displayed so it looked like a used car operation. It looked like they were open for business.
And the wholesaler come in the week after that we left, and he said to the dealer principal, "Oh, where did you get all this new stock from? All these new cars?" And he sort of had a chuckle to himself and said, "It's exactly the same stock that's been sitting there for a month or two or 6 months."
Yeah.
So it was that was actually quite funny.
Yeah, so all it was, we just did some simple things, and a person who'd been in there maybe every week or every month has walked in and is completely surprised about, wow, this is all different and all new. So again, it's just simple systems, simple processes, and simple little things that we work on, which is the KISS system. Keep it simple. And our other motto is, we're not here to reinvent the wheel, we're just here to realign the wheel.
Well, I can think of one great result.
Oh yeah, the multi-franchise dealer that we worked on, I think he had, from memory, Toyota and Mitsubishi.
Yep.
And we went in there and his used car operation, we actually turned the used car operation around. Admittedly, it was off a low base. We turned it around, we actually doubled and then tripled his gross profit within 45 days. Yep. And the way we did that, we just implemented 3 simple processes. Got the reconditioning right, got the stock right, and got the presentation right on those vehicles.
Yep.
And we just turned it around, and I do know that they couldn't believe the result they got out of it.
Oh, he was doing cartwheels and I don't think he ever thought that there was that much potential
out of his used car operation by just being, and they were just basic processes we put in place. And they're things that we can have a look at your dealership. Can we double and triple your profits? I don't know. We need to look at your business and see what we can do. But if there's an opportunity to double and triple the profits in your dealership, then we're the ones to get it done. If you want to connect with IPMG, there's plenty of ways you can do it. Click on any of the free downloads that are below, like download the health report, the cash flow report. There's a sales book, there's a sales manager's ebook. There's so many free reports there.
Yeah. You can also click, which I think is just underneath this, a free report that we've done up about some of the mistakes dealerships may make.
3 biggest mistakes the dealerships can make.
And also our weekly tips and strategies.
Yeah, we send them out weekly, and there's a lot of dealers that are getting them now. And I'm not charging them for them. I send them out their weekly tips and strategies. Do they get much out of it? I'm sure that they would get, if you get 1 or 2 things out of a tip and a strategy, that's what it's all about. And if you want to put a value on all the stuff that you can download by connecting with us, it's all priceless. Because the reason I say it's priceless, it's invaluable, because someone could make thousands and thousands of dollars out of it. Someone might only make hundreds out of it. It depends how much of it you take and how much of you put it straight into action.
Absolutely.
Now.
Yep.
But anyone that wants to connect with us, give us a call. Everything is confidential. We'll have a chat to you. We'll listen to what you've got to say. If we've got a solution to your problem, we'll work with you to overcome that. If we haven't, we'll make a recommendation to someone that we believe that can help you.
That can help. But don't just take Ian's word for it. Click down below and see what some of our raving fans have said about IPMG and what value we've brought to their businesses.
So don't postpone your future any longer. Get in touch with us now and let's move your business to the next level.